What is up, legends? We are back, and your boy, we out here. So I didn't play as deep as I am right now in Blue Protocol and the betas. I just kind of wanted to wait for it to go live, which it is now. And this is the end of season 1 right now. I am level 58. You could be 59 if you grinded uh, a whole bunch of mobs and did all of the quest. I have not done that. Um, I don't really feel the need to be honest with you. But you can if you want to get to 59. So the purpose of this video is to pretty much talk about what's the gaming loop in this game or the game flow, so people can understand. And that's what I'm gonna title this, because a lot of people like when I do like how to start strong or like how to understand the game. A lot of people do different things, but there's a nuance to actually explaining how you flow through a game and like what's the gaming loop. You're gonna see a lot of creators actually say stuff like that, but not too many do that in the gacha slash MMO space. I'm usually the one who does that because I kind of understand it from a game design aspect because I am a game dev myself. So starting right from the very beginning, the way this game works is every day you're gonna have content and you're gonna get content gated. I really don't need to be here. I guess I could stay here because the boss might pop while I'm doing this. We're gonna talk about why I'm doing this a little bit later. Let me just make sure I leave it like that. So the gaming loop in this game is every day from the time that you log in, you're gonna do story content, and you're gonna need to actually go through quests. And the quests are usually going to be the main quest, and then you have a bunch of like guide quests. But you see I have a lot, which is just basically like this is all trade skill stuff right here, and this is the homestead, which we're also going to talk about later. But that's what all this stuff is. But you want to knock all this out according to whatever you want to go in. I don't want to go into alchemy and weaving and culinary, so I'm just leaving those quests there. I can easily go do them. It's just whatever. Talent training usually is going to get you a talent point. I just didn't go do that, but you should actually do that. In some cases, it'll send you somewhere high level if you pushed ahead and you were good enough to even do the talent training at a point. You need to actually come back. But me personally, I just need to go and actually go to this and go do it because I overpower it right now. Region quest is what I was talking about as far as leveling to a certain point. Region quest will give you exp. This is a good amount of exp. It's not enough to level me, but it's a good amount of exp. This is like 1 million, 1.3 million right now in exp. You just go do them. You're gonna get obviously bound Luna, which is like the game's currency, the game's gold currency. You get unbound too, which you can actually trade or use to buy stuff from other people. And you have exterior reputation, which will actually help you as far as the reputation store. Now, once you go through doing all that, what's going to end up happening is you're going to need to go to dungeons. Because that's the other part of what you do actually in the dailies. I'm actually going to have to leave here. We'll just do it. It's taking so long. All right. So there's a couple of dungeons, a couple of things that you can actually do. So over here in the dungeon section, you're gonna have the daily dungeon, which is usually called unstable. You're gonna want to come in here and actually do this. Oh, I like him. We're gonna do that right now. Main reason why you want to actually come in here is that you're gonna get Starforge crystal. Obviously gonna get this is growth item right here, and this one right here, which is really important, reforged stone, because the reforged stone is going to allow you to reforge your gear, and you want to get it up to whatever the perfection is on all of the stuff. Now you see I have a lot of gold gear. We're gonna explain that in a bit. I'm missing 2 slots, obviously the weapon and I believe the necklace. Yeah. The weapon is pissing me off, but you know everything else that we have. But you want to get the reforged items because you want to make sure that you get this, and then once you get to that point, you want to make sure that when you reforge again after that, that it rolls into a stat that you want. For me, I'll either want haste, mastery, or crit. So for the most part, this gotta go right here. But it's on the necklace. That's why I didn't do it because it's just on the necklace. I need to get rid of that anyway. This one's on haste. This is on haste. This one gotta go because I don't want that on versatility. This one's on mastery. Haste again. This one's on luck, which isn't that necessarily that bad, but it's on the weapon, so I just didn't roll it. I don't think I have anything else that I need to. Think they're all. So the reason why that is important because that's going to help your ability score over here. And when it has the little up check on it, that usually means that you could do more in it. So that means you can get more out of it. Emblem is going to be out literally a day from when I'm doing this video. I'm actually doing this video on Sunday. I may put this video out on Sunday, but it's probably going to be Monday when I put the video out because the 20th is when the new content comes out. So we'll probably just put this out Monday morning. But yeah, you do all that. That helps you with your gear score. It helps you with your main stats. Like that's why I have 43,000 as a DPS, basically 43,000 health, good ability attack, agility, close to 20% on crit, and you just kind of like take it from there. You definitely want to make sure that all of this is as strong as possible because that means you can AFK easily without your character getting smacked. And even if it does die, people usually resurrect it if you're AFK farming anyway. But you'll last longer and make sure that you at least get hit so you can get good AFK farm, or you just never die because your character will be out there long enough. And as long as there's like a bard or well, they're not called bards, but you get it. As long as there's a bard or a healer out there, your character should be fine. So up top, after you need to do those two right there. You got to do that. I don't want to do that because I just make the video longer, but you need to make sure that you go and do those two dungeons, and then you go up top. Then from here you can pick. Let me close this. So we have a goblin lair. So according to where you're at in game progression, you want to start focusing on gear. Now you're gonna notice in goblin lair on hard, this is the quickest one to do on hard that will get you either a weapon, a gauntlet, or earrings. So you can see right there we don't have master yet because master opens up in another week. You can head over to this one, which is Tina's. Tina's is going to be weapon, helmet, and this is necklace. So I actually need to do Tina's a lot more. I could get two of the pieces that I need out of Tina, but you also get again reforged stones. You can farm these. I don't really need to do this anymore because I'm like at max for gear for the most part with reforged stones, and like when I get the two new pieces then I can do like a little bit of farming, but I don't need to go too crazy on that. But same thing again, this is a little bit harder to speed through than goblin because obviously you know higher rating or rank, but still same type of thing. And I very ever rarely fail that with it or randos and stuff like that. If you have a team, if you're social with people and know people and you know build some friendships on there, you can just get a squad and y'all all, you know, gangster got your builds together and everything else like this. You just steam through everything. And I do apologize, I'm talking fast. I have a lot to say as far as this, so I don't want this to take like 30-40 minutes, which it still might. But anyway, towering ruin, same thing again. Weapon, chest, and ring that you can focus on. And here again, if you have people that you can run with, that makes this a whole lot faster. Tower and ruin is really not that hard, so you don't really need to have to worry about that. Again, your ability score needs to be around that point. If you have strong people that you run with, they can carry you and stuff like this, where you can just, you know, kind of come in. It's going to warn you though and say, hey, you ain't strong enough to be here. And then over here is the other side of it, which is, you know, 9,000. If you want to just go in and knock this out, you can. And then you have again master comes in 2 weeks, and dark mist is the same type of thing. This is weapon. I have not done this one yet. I haven't even gotten to that. I just didn't even bother trying, but I am gonna just come in here and do this to actually get the, I think, the healer weapon, because I want to start gearing my healer. All right, so that's all the slots right there. So now you have like the general thing that you need to actually do. Let's talk about the overall AFK part of the game. So here's the cool thing about this game. You necessarily don't have to just be online just doing stuff all the time. What you can do essentially is if you go out into the plains, there's something called Monster Hunt. And you can go to an area and you want to start off with the like the low level stuff first and go a little bit farming. I haven't done all of it because I just haven't, but you can go to an area like just the level 1 area and you can hit track. I'll do that now just to let you guys see it, and then hit navigate, which the character will actually go out. And essentially for currency's sake, if you care about the red bound currency, you should do that for every monster. I didn't, but for you guys who want the whole currency sake type of thing, you probably should. So what's going to happen is the characters are going to head over there by themselves, which again, this is a MMO, but it's a mobile MMO as well. Treasure chest. Pause for treasure chest. But now I'm manually doing it because I stopped it. This mount is also the $1 mount. Damn, got mad chest out here. I got this one real quick, and I got the battle pass. That's all I spent on this game. That's it. Because I did get some income from actually doing videos on this game, so I can at least buy like a $10 battle pass. And I just wanted the mount because I was tired of looking at everything else, and this is a cool mount anyway. So now you have this little guy right here, which I can actually go and farm. So let's get off the mount with G. And then if you hit H, you go into auto. Now, if you just want to go farm this and go make yourself some dinner or something like this, go get some coffee or something like that, or hell, you want to go out on a date, you can just leave the character here and the character will just run around in this area permanently. It's not like you're going to die. They're all level 1. And he'll just stay here until stuff respawns. As long as you put yourself in a good area. This is like a really good area because stuff is just going to respawn, as you can see. And you can just do that. If you need to if you need like some of the parts that come from the monsters here, then that's good because sometimes there's like mini to rare to like super rare type of pieces. I think more so like the later on stuff actually does that. Then you can just leave the character here for like an hour or so and you can just farm it, and then you'll completely have all this done. You don't need to worry about it. You ain't gonna die. There's no PvP or anything else like that. Treasure chest, and then you'll be perfectly fine. And that clears out your monster hunt because you start to knock out all of this and you just head to the next one. Start knocking it out. Get this red currency right here. You also build up your progress in your monster. I'm eventually gonna do this, but I'm trying to get like all the gear before the next season starts, so I'll be ready for that, and then I'll start doing all this because then I won't have anything else after that to actually do. There is some level to RNG and all of that, so that is what it is. But you knock all this out and you notice that you get currency for doing all of this as well, which is pretty useful. All right, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is crafting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my character back to town. That's the lead. So crafting is interesting because you could necessarily level all crafting if you wanted to, but that's probably not going to be too feasible for you because you're going to need to actually focus on stuff for whatever you want to actually build. Me personally, I found a need because I wanted to have gems, so my life skill went mainly towards my gen crafting and gemology because I want to have the best gems because they give a lot of power to your character. So you see I'm moved up towards ruby, and ultimately because ruby is the crit one, by the way, ultimately we want to get to the square cut, which gives you level 3 raw and 5 square gems and all that type of stuff. You can work that out for wherever you want to actually work it out, but I went with more crit. And then the level 2 ones give crit and stamina, which is what I have right there. To get crit and endurance right there. You can go other ones. That's just the one that I wanted to do. Just for me. And you can see increases the max HP for all classes. Again, that's just what I wanted to do because I was worried more so about me being able to farm certain things and not just die right away on everything. Because I am a DPS and I do enough DPS as it is the way this character is and the way that the class is. You do more enough DPS, but what I need to do is actually survive things a little bit more and not get one shot. And when there's not as much healing, I can just leave a character and they'll be okay. That again, that's just a me thing. You don't have to actually do that. You can go full DPS if you run with a squad. You don't need to worry about that. Do some other type of gems that'll just give you full DPS and that type of benefit. That's just what I decided to actually do. But more so on the the crafting. You get quests, and the quest will level you in most cases to like level 4 or 5. That's why you see I just haven't even done these because I haven't felt the need to do them yet. I probably will eventually, but you get what's called focus every day. And after 5 days, you'll be at max if you don't do anything with your focus. You want to do stuff with your focus because that's going to allow you to actually be able to craft things and be able to put things on the shop, which is relatively useful because the trading system will allow you to make unbound unbound currency, which is this currency right here up there. So you go over to trading center right there, which I'll show you again. Trading center is right there. Bam, you head over, and then you want to sell stuff according to whatever. I guess I should take this out. No, did that sell? No, I'll just leave it because maybe somebody will buy it. But you want to make sure that when you put something in, we'll put this one in. All right. So you see, this is 4,900, and then there is a fee and everything else like this, and I can list it, and then people can buy this. So I'm gonna list it, and then now it's there. If somebody buys it, it goes away, and you can see my transactions right there. I haven't done much because I've been going forth and doing things, but putting this stuff in. This was just kind of to see what I can get away with and sell because I didn't actually need it because I've already limit broken most of my stuff already. But yeah, you have consign right here. If you particularly want to actually do that, and then what the rate of that actually is to do that, and then if you want to purchase anything as well. For the most part, there's not usually a lot of stuff here right now because the game is early. Like another 2 weeks or so, this should populate a lot more for the most part. And then the higher level stuff definitely is not going to populate yet because we haven't gotten the ability to actually go get that yet. The more expensive things are usually the battle wheels. But you see me with me hardly even trying right now. I have 320k right now on Unbound. So that's with me not trying. So if I was actually playing the market, I probably would be able to just buy one of these already by now, which is actually pretty cool. And it's definitely feasible for you to get away with this as a free-to-play person because you would just be using your time and all of your focus. Basically, your focus would be the money that you would be using, which is time as well. So you'd be able to get things relatively as long as you are just use your focus properly and farmed and trade skills, and then start selling the things that you get accordingly with boss drops that will actually work out as well. So gearing I actually touched on a little bit, but for the most part, the gearing is just trying to get yourself to, once you get into purple, you get your blue first when you go to normal dungeons, stuff like that. And your purple, you can actually pick up, which is relatively easy. We'll go right to it because it'll just send me right there when I try to enhance. Bam! My lightning scythe was just killing stuff without me even hardly paying attention. This class is so much fun. So there's a store right here by the Artisan Guild, as you guys can see. this is the upgrade store where you can reforge, where I was showing you that before. You can enhance, no, refine first. Refine, which is going to be unlocked in 14 hours, the next level of all that. And that means I have to actually go and farm this. I'm going to have to use my focus on that today to go and farm that because I don't have any right now. Not that great on this either. Maybe I'll just buy about that. But all of this is going to give you stats. Again, you get an attack right here. Once you level that up, you're getting your endurance. You know, that's the HP right there. Defense HP right there. Defense HP. Defense HP. This is all important because, again, being bulky, remember, I'm DPS. I'm supposed to DPS. If I'm dead, I'm not DPSing. Like, so that doesn't work like that. And I hate being in dungeon runs, but somebody get hit one time and just fall over. I can automatically tell that they probably like level 1 refined or something like that. Like, bruh, like, why you even come? Like, how do you even get in here like that? Like, it's crazy. But me, I would be embarrassed. That's just how I am. Like, I don't want people carrying me. I want to carry my own weight. I want to be like, I want to get likes at the end of the dungeon because you can get likes like when I come in there and clap some content and it's dead, like immediately. I even had somebody yesterday. It was like, dog, like how much DPS was you doing? Because the other person died, and I guess he didn't have a resurrect, or I don't know what happened, but we ended up doing the entire Tina dungeon with me being the only DPS, and like we killed it like in a minute, and they was like, what the hell? Like, what we can kind of DPS you doing? And I'm like, sir, I just build my character. That's it. Like it's not even anything crazy. Like that's why I just never made a guide because I thought it was relatively easy. If you guys want a guide on this class, I could do a guide on this class. But I don't think it's needed. I've seen guides and they're like level 30. I'm like, what guide are you making your level 30? You're not saying anything. like what is happening? But anyway, here we go. Gear wise, and again, this right here is the embed. This is where you put the gems at. So, whatever your class is useful for, you should go after the gem for that. And I just went for because I saw people were like, selling it kind of like high. I was like, bro, I'm not paying for this. I'm gonna make it myself. So I went to gemology and gem crafting and just made it myself. And then you also have dismantle right there, which is just dismantling all the stuff that you don't need. Like we don't need that right there. This is I need to put that in the store because that's for my healer. I think one of these boots is for my healer. This right? Yep, healer. This can go out. That for a tank. I'm gonna put that in the bank too. This is healer, right? I gotta go in there. Let's see which one is good. This is for tank. Facility mastery. Let's leave that one. I got a yellow one. That must have dropped from, and then we're gonna leave the intellect one, and we're gonna leave this one too. Then dismantle all of that. Now this is useful. This is alloy shards right here. I got a lot of these, like 500 something like that. So that 26. So medium level, what that's going to allow you to do when you're coming up in the game is to head over here and just completely buy whatever you need. Be careful to be on the right class that you need to be on. So like if I change over to like my healer class, then I can go ahead and buy like all of the healer gear without actually even farming it, basically. This is like once you're at this point of the game, like once you are on level 50, like I got more enough that I can buy the store over again. I can even buy like Luno pouches, which you really don't need to do. Just don't ever do this like anywhere. You don't do this. But you get to the point where you just have enough right there. You're gonna have more enough to buy everything out that shop. It's crazy. It's cool. Speaking of stores, heading over to this right here. Now there's a number of things in here. See, I picked this up right there, like $1 right there. I hate this. I don't know what. It's ugly. Never buying it. There's plenty of stuff that you can actually buy in here though. If you want a whale, this is kind of like the whale stuff right here. Again, I think all of this is ugly, but you know, you may not. You have the monthly card right here if you want to pick this up. I did not, but if you want to pick this up, this is what you get for doing all of that right there. Nothing wrong with it. You know, monthly card, you want to support the company, go for it. Fashion store. This is like the pay to win type of store right here. I mean, gonna go ahead and rock it, go for it. Nothing crazy. I like how the swimsuit stuff is cheaper. I was thinking about buying this. I'm be real. I'm be 100% real because I think with a recolor, you can recolor these things. This would be kind of sick. Gonna have the Wakanda colors. Hopefully they'll get a little bit better with the outfits. I'm not too keen on the outfits. This mount is cool though, but that's a lot for that mount. Just saying. You got the mystery store that'll pop up, and sometimes it'll have useful stuff, sometimes it won't. The advanced book is useful. I'm probably gonna do that later today, but I'm trying to build currency because I want to worry about my Ingram. I think it's what's called. No, that's the emblem. Maybe it's the Imagine engine. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's all over the place with that. But you definitely want to take a look at this every day to see if there's anything in here that you want. Then you have the colorful store right here, which is usually going to be some bound right here with the Meowluck shop, but everything else is going to be, I mean, unbound right there, and then everything else is going to be bound right here. Which, if you want to class change, you want to get more class change, like you can buy that right there. You can get 3 weekly wishes with these right here. You see I have not bought that yet because I'm trying to save currency because I need to do something. I'll explain that in a bit. And your friendship stuff right here, which you get rose bound stuff. You can also worry about getting some emotes, and there's some clothing here if you want to, you know, if you feel you don't really want to look at it. This is okay. It's okay. I wouldn't, but it's okay. And then you have like the spring invitation and stuff like this. This is stuff that you can just earn. My weekly limit is like nah. And you see my honor coin, the weekly limit is just not going anywhere. Now this is okay. Um, you get more than enough in a week to buy all of this, and all of this is power that will help out. You don't need alloy shards, so you won't even really need to do that. I just did it because I had nothing else to buy because you don't need Luno pouch either. Arcane seals is definitely a buy. Advanced books definitely a buy because that's going to help you level your skills. The Luno pouch, it's a M, so it's okay. Starforge definitely knocked it out, and Reforge you definitely need. This is gonna be, you literally get honor coin from doing everything in the game, so like you just end up maxed at that point. Then you have the reputation, which is gonna get you all of this stuff too. And again, like you know, you have to. I will buy this, by the way. We'll just snatch that real quick. Um, and yeah, and then you have all of these, which I'm probably never going to do. Then you got the Meow store, which confuses the hell out of me. Like why they did it this way. Um, it's convoluted because it's set up to reward you for spending. But I don't think that's necessary, to be honest with you. I feel like they probably shouldn't have did it this way. It's up to them to do whatever they want. You know, maybe they have some funding. I think this is one of the cooler outfits in the game, minus the hat. Because you look at that, like, yeah, furry. Sorry, I know some furries out there, but I think this outfit is cool minus the hood. Yeah. But next up is the wish. See, we just got a wish right here. You can get any of this. The girl one looks cute. The guy one kind of sus. The belt is kind of is what it is. This whole thing seems like it's for women more so than men. But we're gonna throw it out there just because we can. Didn't get anything. Advanced material selection. Okay, cool. We out. We ain't using currency. And yeah, so the next thing up is guild. You see this is my guild right here. Guild is relatively easy to understand. You do definitely want to join a guild because you get to do guild hunt. You get to be able to, which we're gonna do right now. A talking bee. We're logged in. Now we get Uno, see what the guild XP fund and merit. I'm the guild leader, so we're about 40% going towards level 4, which is good. You want to head over here as well, which this is going to be, yep, we'll claim it. I'm gonna have to go farm for this, but I don't think I have anything to give him right now. And you see it's telling my honor limit. You get honor from doing this as well. But doing this will give you all of this right here, which is Uno bound, honor coin, guild token, silver star badge, guild funds right there that I'm adding to help limit break the guild. Yeah, I don't have anything to give him right now, so I have to go farm stuff. That's easy enough. I need to actually go farm ore, so I'll just give him the ore. But you get all of this for the depart and everything else like this once you do 20,000 in a day, or you can just not do it if you don't want to, but it helps out the guild when you do things like that. Ultimately, one of the things that you really want to do that for is the guild store right here, which allows you to come over here and you get a training top right here, which was okay. That thing could just not be a thing, but is this one? I don't think it has a help, but it's like you can color this as well, by the way. Kind of like a Power Ranger. But yeah. But you get focus potions in here that you can actually buy, which I think I do that right now. I thought I did that yesterday. I'm glad I came and did this video today because this was Sunday and I would have forgot. But you get mech shards, you get guild supply stuff, which is very much useful. Do I want to do that now? I just might. I'm actually glad I came in here. All right, so that's all sold out. So now I can just go in here, and that might help me out as far as tomorrow. So I don't have to actually farm that much to get these radiant stones, because I'm probably gonna have to do all 3. But you also have the other intermediate materials and advanced materials in here, and then you have the guild voucher, name card, avatar, and all type of stuff. So this is very useful as far as power, because you definitely want to take advantage of the focus and the currencies as well. And the next upgrade for this is level 5. We're at 4 right now. It's pretty good, and if you're fishing, then you can throw some fish up in there. I just haven't gotten to that yet because I'd be out there AFK farmer most of the time. But yeah. Oh, and then like if you got people who want to run together, you can actually come over and do the guild hunt as well. And then the last thing, can I go from here, go there from here? Maybe. Which I literally have, I just don't do this. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't do this. But it does have its uses, especially if you're one of those people who like to build and make things. Definitely is your quest. I can just kind of like or is it, was it him? No, it was her. Oh, she wants me to buy that or sell it rather. Or There is no sell option. Lady. Oh, it's recycle. Duh. Yeah, recycle that. Yeah, give him my credit. Thank you. Anyway, but yeah, this is literally just, making a home for yourself. You can kind of make a modern one too after you get the ability to make metal. You can make like a more realistic type of house where it just looks more interesting. This is just what's in this house right now. I really don't have any use for this other than like if I fake RP, like I'm tired. I've been out all day AFK farming and just come in here. I really don't have much use for the what? I really don't have much use for the homestead. Dog, the video was almost over. What happened, Gabe? Anyway, that's my account power, by the way, and my UID if you want to friend me and all that good stuff. It's like you talking junk about the homestead. We gotta kick you off the server. All right, last thing, certainly not least, is the world chat is your best friend. All right, so notice right there. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave the homestead. I remember that. That's BL 75%. I need to leave here. You need to start understanding what the vernacular is for things out in the world and the game. So we know that right there. That says BL, which is brigand leader. So I'm just gonna go over there. And it's 199. And the reason why you need to understand the vernacular is because it will allow you to actually go in and get what you need. Let's say I need the boss, a brigand leader. It's also a good chance that maybe I'll get my weapon right now. We also need to go to 199. So you hit P and then open up the line change, which pushes you over to 199. It'll keep moving while you're doing that too. You don't have to stop anything. Hopefully I'll get there in enough time though. They won't kill it. Also, because of the nature of brigand, what you want to do is there's 20 lines that you can do to make sure that there's always going to be people AFK along with you. You're gonna go from line 1 to 20. They didn't kill it yet. Cool. So I'm gonna come over here and sneak credit. What up, homies? And I'm gonna hit that auto. Why am I slowed? But this guy here, dog. Why are you trying to attack that? Go attack him. Because I'm kind of beefy, I don't even really need to worry about anything. I'm not gonna die to this guy. And there's also somebody here healing, so I can just literally do this. Let's say I want to go make some food. I can just, all right, well, I can do this and go make some food and come back. I'll be just fine, and I'll get credit for the kill. If I need a chest from this boss, we good. We just get the chest. I don't need a chest from this boss. I actually just need to drop and hope that he gives a weapon, because we still out here trying to get a weapon. I killed so many bosses. I see a Muku 16 at 70%. I'm probably not gonna be able to get into that one. I'll try though. Maybe I'll be able to get it. I need Muku because I need to open up 2 chests for him, because I need his battle image. Actually, that'll probably be the last thing we'll talk about, because I didn't do it yet. All right, so he's dead. I got the ring, as you guys can see right there, the Wayne Chrism ring. Cute. I can dismantle it. Is it the box though? If it's the box, then I can just leave it and open it. No, it's just the actual ring. All right, so just that quick, right? Got it, yo, just that quick on the video for you guys. Muku, we know that's over there. Now you can't actually just go straight to Muku easily. It's a little convoluted, but it's okay. All right, and we know we need to get to Muku 16 if we can get in there. We probably won't be able to get in there though. Yeah, I didn't think so. Try to refresh it. I would have to have gold going when they announced it. Muku 36. Let's see if we can get in there. Nope. Probably not going to be that easy. Try 16 again. You can't even see the lines right now, so which is good. That means a lot of people playing. I see y'all. Aw. Alright, that's fine. Alright, Muku 17 and 174. Now, is there actually anybody even here? Because there's a lot of people fighting Muku right now. Yeah, right. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to head back over here. Really easy to understand. Head over to the stream. Pops you in the air. You're doing World Boss right now. World Boss is actually pretty cool as well to knock out because you get gear. Not gear. You get currency. Hey. Not a lot of people, but it's fine. We actually used to have one person healing. Doesn't look like it. I getting healed from something. I want to be a bard or something. Is this gonna kill me? Nah, it's not. We're fine. Alright, so what's cool is that this game has events and stuff that you can just go through if you want to, which has the Seabreeze store, which you can knock out relatively useful stuff again. Refined Stone, which I went and made sure I bought all of that. I bought the shades because I liked them. I bought the Seabreeze thing. I brought the books again for power, and then the gift of Seabreeze to allow me to get random things as well. And everything else is kind of like if you just want to actually do it. Like I am never buying any of this top row right here, except maybe to freeze the moment. And then everything else is kind of just, you know, furniture, homestead type of stuff. It's just kind of like neither here nor there for me. Move it. You want to die? Hold on. What? Sir. So that heal. Throw my heal on. Am I tanking? Who are you looking at? Oh, I don't need to be over here. Nice 27k on that. I like it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die. Not enough heals out here, but that's fine. So daily you have the seasonal hub right here. I'll probably die and it'll kick me out of this green. I think I just died. I heard it. So you have the daily that you can do, and then you have your season pass, which is useful. Season pass, yeah, season pass is interesting and worth actually doing. You keep turning everywhere I go. I like really have aggro on you like that? I'm not even like crit spec the way I want to be. That's not gonna kill me, sir. I love being powerful and can take a hit. When I got to the Storm Ogre, I was like, oh hell nah, I'm getting HP because that dude kicks your A. Be squishy in there if you want to. All right, so feature wise, you can come through and use all these and just kind of like, you know, make sure that you knock out everything every day that you would like to actually do. If there's anything that you want to focus on. Really? I must be pulling aggro. Anyway. Yeah, we just auto kill. I don't want to try. Stimulant vaults are really good because it allows you to get battle wheel stuff that you can use to actually level up your battle wheel. So you want to get groups and see in world chat where people are saying, hey, we got Simeon group, we need DPS. Same thing with World Boss. You saw people say, hey, we need DPS. They always need DPS in this game. So it's okay to be a DPS. Cause I know usually in most MMOs, it's like not good to be a DPS and like you want to just always be like a tank or a healer so you always get a group. That is not the case in this game. They need DPS. They need good DPS. When people find out that you are a good DPS, and like it's known, like I had them in World like, yo, get Scion because yo he got the deep, son. Like all yesterday, I had people trying to invite me to stuff because they said that in the chat, and then people were friending me. I got a bunch of people. Hey, we got a group. You want to come? Like, let us know. I told them that I'm busy today because we have other games to worry about, Stella, and then other stuff I need to do, like this video, and get prepared for that. So, but like tomorrow, I'm just gonna be running with people, like just all over the place and doing stuff. But you definitely want to try to find, like, get some friends, be social, at least a little bit social. You don't need to like, they don't need to know your last name or nothing like that. But yeah, so you know. Brother. Give me up. Oh, he dead. He dead. All right. So you get 2 boxes a day, which is why I came over here. It did not happen. I'm trying to get his battle image because I want to be able to build him and summon him because he gives crit and crit damage. And he's one of the best in slot for my class, probably for everybody who's doing any type of damage, if we're being real. Let's see, any other Mukus they want to announce that I can kind of like ninja to and get credit, because I just want to get the box, basically. Muku 40% at 141. Will I be able to get in there? Hell nah. Muku 339. I ain't gonna be able to get in there. 339. Oh, he's fresh. Do I even have time to do fresh like this? They trying. I mean, they got heals. I ain't gonna be like that. I'm gonna help. Like, I came over here. Oh, he's getting wrecked. And we got a good healer. Let's go. This is typically what you do in this game. I'm actually glad that I did it in this manner. Right here, this is like how you farm. Like this guy, what does he drop? He drops. Of course, he's gonna have his Muku Chief piece right here. He's gonna drop the Shred of Reality that you need to actually make the will. The Arcane Will is you get enough of them, you can actually buy your own battle will. But what we're here for is we want weapon or his particular will, so I don't have to actually summon for it. And the funny thing is Am I just tanking that now? I am. Ain't give a fuck. That's funny. But I was taking it to the face. The heal was helping out a lot though, but it's so satisfying seeing my character do that though, because it wasn't like that last week. Last week, if he did that, I was dead. Now I don't even care. I'm like looking at the inventory. That is amazing. That's progress. So they're doing BL. Somebody to talk. He wants to go for Infernal Ogre. So what you could do with this is, again, like I was telling you about the lines, is you can go line 1 through 20, and you can leave your character here. And whenever he does that AoE, as long as your character stays like within this circle and doesn't have things like, I would have to cut off in the auto for my character, like the auto, I would have to cut off my dash, that dash, so I don't end up outside this area. So as long as he AoEs, even if like just leave myself here AFK and stuff like that, but I'm trying to get him, I would just constantly keep getting tagged in the fight, and then when you hit H, that's what everything over there, if you look on the bottom right there, is blue. I'll just keep getting credit, and then my character automatically engage in fights and then help take down the boss. Like again, 1 through 20, line 1 through 20, because people will always AFK right there, and then they'll end up joining the fight basically, and you'd be good. Be good. There'll be times where your character may die though, because like the fight will start and maybe nobody's in the line. That's why you want to do like 1 to 20, so it automatically engages. Make things easier on yourself if you have a healer, which is why I'm going to do that. My secondary class is healer. I'm going to make it built and strong enough that I'm going to leave it AFK places so it can heal stuff like this and be AFK. And then hopefully I'll get not Tina, the other girl, Ariana, whatever her name is, the healer girl who resurrects. I'm going to try to build hers after that. I do the 2 for this class, the battle will, so I can resurrect people too on top of that. And that'll be the farmer. And as long as you actually don't open up the boxes that bosses drop, you can actually put the pieces onto anything that you want at that point. But if it's an actual piece, the piece is gonna drop as whatever class you are. So if it drops like I got the ring last time, it was strictly the my Stormblade ring. Now sometimes, as you guys can see, it did drop like other classes, but it rarely does that. When that happens, I'm just gonna keep it and then save it for when if I use a different class. So this is gonna be my 2 boss boxes for the day. I wish this wasn't limited. That's really annoying. I'm like stuck with this until I actually get him. So like every day I have to come here and make sure I get 2 kills of Muku. He dead. Right. Give me Muku. I saw gold and I got happy. I was like, I'm done, and then it was not what I needed. This is useful, but damn. I don't know why they limit that like that. It's rare to begin with, and then they limit you on top of that. All right, last thing we're gonna do, because this is way longer than it needs to be. Take that currency. Well, hopefully you should understand everything and you'll be good to go. We're going here. I realized this whole time, did I actually get iron? I don't think I did. No. That's crazy. That's how rare it is. So I shouldn't be limited. Anyway, so come over here to Mason. Last thing. This is how you make your battle image. One, you can, or your battle will rather. One, you can summon for the wills, as you guys can see right here. You see I have area right here that I was trying to get. I'm gonna actually take this off. We need her for the healer. I haven't even done this in 24 hours. What do you mean? I didn't even summon today. All right, whatever. Like that's weird because I did this like days ago. So I guess it must be the weekly. You can only do it weekly, which is fine. I didn't know that. Either way, come over here. When you do this, you don't actually get the will. You get the piece of the will. So you head out now. And you go to image craft. You see it says owned. So I have that piece. That now means I need to get 17 more of the Immortal Bloom. You can do that a number of ways. I have all the rest of the stuff. I just happen to have that already. You can do a trading center, expensive, and not there because nobody is selling that. They're just going to use it. You can do an orb store, which is 400 per. So you see I have 4,000. That's why I have to save right now to actually do that. So I need like close to 17. So I need 6,800 right now to just raw buy it, and then I can make that. It's a major power jump to you because you get the passive stats from that, and then you get to like, you know, you got to make it again after that as well. However, there's a free to play way of actually doing that as well. Well, this is free to play too. Yeah, the mystery store, you can dismantle other ones. You have monster hunt, which the monster is kind of annoying to fight, but you can still kind of like do that, and then you have to open the box for that. It's not a drop, it's out of boxes, which is even worse. And like you saw, I just got one for a different thing, but yeah. Then you have Stemian vaults, which you can go and do that, and that will actually get a group with people, you know, doing that. You can head over to that and then go up as far as you can and that, and try to get drops so you can you know, build out of that. Obviously the higher you can get and the more stuff that you can get to drop, the better it'll actually be. All right, here's the vaults right here, and again you can find a party right there to actually go in and knock stuff out if you so wish. And obviously the highest one is down here like this, and then fill up a nice arcane will. See all the drops right here, what you get for going. You have the opportunity to get all of that, as you can see. Yeah, that's about it. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. How you feel about everything? Is it fun for you right now? I enjoy it, and I think arguably this game really is easy to actually do free to play as long as you just know where to go and what to do. Like it's really not hard at all. We'll finish it out with the nice. I see that treasure chest. Give me that. As much as I can get right now. Running around this, is that one over there too? Yep. Running around this town is actually fun because this is like mad secrets. Open the chest. It's mad secrets around here. It is this cool to do. Just running around the world does that too. That's all I got. Let me know again. Like I said, that is a tall woman. Damn. How is she that big? She's kind of big too. All right. That's crazy. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.